it's Sav. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade breadsticks using leftover pizza dough scraps. This recipe was completely unintentional. It was on accident. I was making my pizza the other day, and when I make my pizza, I kind of like to trim it with the pizza slicer and go around the pizza before I bake it to make it nice and pretty and more like a uniform circle. And I was like, I don't want to waste the scraps, obviously, so I just I combined all the scraps and I made it to a nice smooth ball, and I flattened it out, and I decided to come up with the breadsticks recipe. I do later on plan on coming up with a recipe that is literally just for breadsticks, but this is just something to do with the leftover scraps. If you want to know how to make homemade pizza dough from scratch, just keep watching until the end of the video. You won't regret it. First, I'm going to start off by making my clarified butter. And what clarified butter is, you take some unsalted butter, cook it or melt it on really low heat, and see all that scum that comes to the top. You just want to make sure, or the foam, you want to make sure that you just scoop all that off, and what's left is your clarified butter. And the reason why I add these to the tops of my breadsticks before I bake them is because I asked my local pizza place that has the best breadsticks, and they told me that they use clarified butter on it, so that's why I started using it. This is what you will end up having. I strained it as well, and you want to set this aside. So I formed a ball using my leftover pizza dough scraps, and now I'm flattening it out again into a nice rectangular shape. Not too big, not too small, just kind of eyeball and see, the shape or how long you want your breadsticks to be. I placed it on a piece of parchment paper, and now using a pizza slicer that I've sprayed with baking spray, we're going to go ahead and create our breadsticks. We're going to let this rise or kind of double in size, so we're going to cover it with a piece of saran wrap. You can spray it with some baking spray if you want, but I'm not going to do that. So see how it's slightly doubled? It should take only about 20 minutes, not too long. And then once we're done with that, you want to go ahead and brush the tops of your breadsticks with some clarified butter. Sprinkle on a little bit of onion powder. And then you want to kind of go heavy on the garlic powder. It tastes really good with the kind of strong garlicky flavor. Then you want to throw on your mozzarella. I always use freshly grated, but you can use the prepackaged if you want. And then a couple of good handfuls, like 2 big pinches of Parmesan as well. Now all that's left is you just go ahead and bake it for about 5 to 6 minutes in a 475-degree oven. They should look something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was an accidental recipe. I had leftover pizza scraps and I didn't want to waste it. So this is how this tutorial came about. Don't forget to check out some of my other vids: homemade pizza dough from scratch, my meat lovers, and Hawaiian pizza, and homemade marinara sauce. Thanks for watching.